Your mic is muted, or now it's not. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on, let me check my settings first because I cannot hear you right now. It probably has to do with someone. Oh, I should be able to hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hold on. Did I not get the whooping? Hold on. What about Facebook Marketplace?
Jaden,
Yes.
since I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna create your assignment Monday. Okay.
Okay.
And what's something that interests you? What is it? The drawings that really interest you? You like the synthesis?
Yes. I guess the drawings interest me, but I'm curious
Drawings.
to look what census is.
I'm gonna make me some tea. I need some motivation.
Okay.
I'm still here though.
All right. Oh, wow. Juju, that's Janine. Where's you? Juju, you're watching TV. Alexander's is making some tea right now. Tune in, tune in, tune in. The Black Hair Party presents the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. Right here is your host, JRX36. And our special attendee, Alexander Blockton, is right here, but she is currently making tea, and she will be back momentarily.
I'm right here. I logged on at 10 o'clock. I figured you were still sleeping. So I just logged in and just left my laptop open. Then I came back downstairs. I know I said Jaden, I said either Jaden or Julian to probably be just logging on about 10:30 or 11. So I said, I'm just gonna leave it open. I said he overslept. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he overslept. So whenever if I ever come on at a certain time, I'll just do that. So tell Jaden, like, if he see me on there, that I'm actually on there. I'm just waiting for one of y'all to come on there.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even try to wake up. I tell Jaden to wake me up if you come on. And then if not, let me sleep till 12.
Oh, okay. And then I told Jaden too, because I just talked to him. He really liked the drawings. So my boss told me tomorrow we off. She told me to take my day off. So I'm gonna take my day off and I'm gonna create it Monday for him. Okay. I said I'm gonna sleep in.
Okay.
Oh, guess what I stopped by the library and did today?
What you do?
I got this book. It's by Oprah.
Okay.
And it says What I Know for Sure. Okay. So I was wondering if we could see what's up with that book.
Okay.
I just knew it was by Oprah. So it was a book that was on the shelf. On the back, it has a little quote. This is the quote that's on the back part. I'm gonna write it in the chat.
I like the title.
Thank you.
Okay, do you want to go more?
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm just searching YouTube. I'm gonna see if I could share my screen with that Oprah Winfrey.
I know, honey. We need to get this out. Monkey Sponge. Go away, go away, go away. Go away.
Oh, I can't share my screen, so you'll have to look it up.
Why can't you share your screen?
I think it's something that you have to do on your end.
Be quiet.
Okay. So what am I looking for now?
What I know for sure.
Okay. And then what?
Oh, by Oprah Winfrey. Like maybe like a book review or something.
Like a
You
video?
know how in the past you looked to see exactly like what a book was about?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Let's
trying.
see.
Let's check back in with Nancy at Harpole Studios.
Well, Kevin, I'm in the executive hallway right in front of Oprah Winfrey Way. So let me tell you a little Oprah story. In 1998, Oprah was doing a live television interview with the late film critic Gene Siskel. And he asked her, tell me, what do you know for sure that has become the central question of her life? It's the title of her new book, and it's the question that we explored today. Both you said some of the times that brought you to your knees were some of the biggest lessons in life that you got.
What I know for sure is, no matter what
It
you're
seems so quiet.
you shall pass. And that all trials stands to
You can't hear?
Let me check my volume. Okay, I'm gonna turn my volume up. Okay, press play.
have you look at yourself and say,
Yeah, it's good.
I really, I remember calling Maya Angelou one day crying, literally crying, sitting in the bathroom with the toilet feet down.
I remember this one, yes.
Yes, and the door is closed, and I am crying to her, saying, oh, whatever. It was probably some tabloid something, and she said to say thank you right now. So I was like, saying thank you. Why am I saying thank you? Why do you say thank you when you're going through the worst of times? You say thank you because you know your faith is strong enough, your belief is strong enough, you will get to the other side. This too shall pass.
Another interesting thing that you said is that you realized that some of your biggest mistakes came from giving someone else power.
My biggest mistakes have always come when I didn't listen to that little voice. The thing that we do have, that everybody has, is that voice that guides you. I call it my spiritual personal GPS system. And I've made my biggest mistakes when I didn't listen to that.
What happened? We didn't listen to it.
I got in a lot of trouble.
You did.
Yeah.
Oprah didn't get in trouble.
Got a lot of trouble I will not be talking about on ET. But I will say, it doesn't matter what you're going through right now or what you've been through. There is not one single thing that has ever happened to you, whoever you are, that is going to be wasted. Everything that has happened to you has really happened for you to build strength, times strength, which equals power. Maya Angelou used to say this to me, that one of my greatest gifts was that I was obedient to the call. So the call to understand that, oh gee, I was more than, to be
Our
more,
hair is so pretty on here.
just on TV. It was meant to be more than just have a talk show, but to use that as a force for
What do you know for sure?
question. My favorite way to change the way I'm feeling, if I'm feeling the slightest bit down, or if I'm feeling like a little out of sorts, the easiest, most successful way to change your vibration is to be grateful.
You also talk in the book about a period of time where you had somebody turn, your family member, who revealed to a tabloid about having been pregnant as a young girl, and how you shut the curtain.
Worst day of my life, because I was so filled with shame about having had a child when I was 14, being abused, and having that child come as a result of that abuse. And I was so ashamed about that I thought if the world knew that I'd been pregnant, that everybody would hate me. So the thing that I thought was the worst possible thing that could have ever happened to me actually turned out to be something. That's what I mean when I say nothing that ever happens to you is wasted.
So what you know for sure, there is always a silver lining.
What I know for sure is that what has happened to you has also happened for you.
I didn't know. So what happened to the baby? I didn't know that she had a baby.
Oprah?
Yeah.
She has children?
Well, that's what I thought I understood, unless she got an abortion, but it didn't sound like that's what happened. Let me see. Okay. Well, either way, it sounds like a good start already. So it's a book on gratitude.
At Target, the low prices never end.
Whoa, TG. Who gave you permission? Oh, YouTube did.
Over the years, the century, so many teachers and poets and songwriters have talked about the significance of knowing yourself. I know we've all heard to thine own self be true. Shakespeare. Or learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Whitney Houston. What I know for sure is that in all the talk about loving yourself, you can't begin to love yourself or even be true to yourself unless you know who you are, separate from your ego. So think about this for a minute. You're at home, listening, watching me, and taking in the thoughts that I'm sharing right now. And there is an inner space that allows you to perceive these thoughts. Not even a space. I'm just using the word space because there is no other word. There is the ability to perceive what I'm saying and be aware of what I'm saying. That is where the true you abides, in that awareness, in the very center of yourself. And when you stray from that center, you get lost and you make mistakes. I learned this the hard way. Your ego takes over. Everybody has an ego. I used to think that ego showed itself through someone being arrogant or stuck up or haughty. Or who does she think she is dancing down a red carpet? Well, I'm in show business and the business of showing myself. So I'm aware that there's a lot of egotism involved in this business. And I always thought that I had my ego in check until I realized that it's not just the obvious. It's not always acting out or showing off. In 2008, I chose Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth, for my book club. And this book will change the way you view your life, and the people around you, and your world. Chapters 3 and 4 literally changed the way I saw myself and my ego. It changed for me what ego meant. And Tolle says that any identification with form, meaning any identification, identifying with something that is not the center of yourself, that is possessions, material things, cars, titles, social status, or in my case, identifying with the deep desire to be thin. Hi, everybody. This is a very, very personal show for me because I've received thousands. You wouldn't believe the letters my office has received. Hundreds of calls every day, every place I go, out on the streets, airports, people screaming out of buses. They've all been asking me the same question over and over. Hey, Oprah, Oprah girl, how'd you lose all that weight? This has been the most difficult thing I have ever done in my life.
What did she do?
Lose a lot of weight.
Oh.
Hi, Florida homeowner.
I actually thought at the time that being thin made me better. My identification with form, my wanting so desperately to be in a size 10 jean was so prominent, identifying with that shortly after this, I gained 5 pounds. And I was invited to a party at the time by Don Johnson. Remember Dreamy Don Johnson? I was invited to a holiday party, and I did not go to that party because I thought the 5 pounds made me too fat, not good enough to be at Don Johnson's party. Sounds kind of sick, now I know. But that's what the ego does. It is sick. It's wily, it's cunning, it's deceptive. It's an imposter, imposing on the real you, making you often think that you're something that you're not. You're not the shape of your body. You're not your status. You're not your position in life. You're not the car you drive, no matter how fancy it is. You're not your house or your square footage. For all of you watching right now, here's another way to better understand ego, what I'm talking about. Eckhart taught me this. Everybody try this from home, right, or wherever you are right now. Close your eyes and notice what you're thinking. Notice your thoughts. Now, who is thinking those thoughts? Can you notice that there is a space where you are observing the thoughts and where you are aware of the thoughts that you are observing? Eckhart says, you are that awareness, disguised as a person. And when I got that, I understood the difference between my true self and my ego self.
Okay. Have you read any of it yet?
No, I just got it today.
Oh, it's on audiobook.
Don't even know why. Don't even know why it's sitting on me. Don't even know why. It's weird.
This event is for people that want to get into real estate.
It wasn't just, here's how to flip a house, it's here's how to have a successful.
I want to hear one that talks.
All right, so Oprah Winfrey, megastar, one of the most successful people in the world, a billionaire. She wrote this book, What I Know for Sure. Almost like a little diary of her life, all the lessons that she's learned from away from her terrible youth where she was abused as a child and poverty to rising up the media chain and becoming this global superstar who has such impact in people's lives. And this is a wonderful book. And I've really summed up the two main themes of this book. And I actually wrote them in the back of the book afterwards. So when I go back and I don't want to read the whole book again, I understand the message. And the two main messages that I got out of it are: only speak positive about people. Okay? Only speak positive about people and be generous and give. It's so simple, but just think about it. If you only speak positive about people, you will only think positive. If you're always looking for the positive in someone, then you're looking and you're looking and you're looking, then you can compliment that person or you can think positively about that person. You are going to have positive emotions. You're going to transfer those positive emotions onto the other person and you're just going to be happy together. When you're always looking for the negative, you're trying to find something that's wrong with that person. You'll find those things wrong with that person. Too many people in romantic relationships, for example, they're in a relationship for 6 months and they start to find fault with their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their husband, and their wife. Stop tallying up all of the bad things or all the things that you dislike about your partner and start tallying up all the things that you love about your partner. Start thinking positive about people. Compliment someone. Oprah Winfrey used this successfully in her life. She's always speaking positive about other people. Every time that you say something about someone behind their back, that's putting negative energy out into the world, okay? And that's making you negative, and that's not helping you. The other one is be generous and give. Now, you don't need to be generous by like handing over the money, but be generous with your time. Be generous with your affection. Be generous with your encouragement of people. Because when you encourage people, when you support them, when you help them in any way you can, whether it's just a small little thing like helping an elderly lady across the street, or whether it's when you're at a Starbucks, you actually put down an extra $2 and say, you know what, shout the person behind me their coffee today. And just do it and walk away. Don't even expect anything in return. When you are being generous, you feel amazing. Other people appreciate you and you live a positive, happy life. So let's move away from like thinking this person's wrong, this is how my life sucks. Let's start thinking positive, okay? Because Oprah Winfrey only speaks positive about people. She's generous and she gives so much. And what she knows for sure is that when you give and when you only speak positive about people, all of your dreams in life come true.
Okay.
That's like how I am. Like, I don't even like, I got to the point, Julian, like, if it's something negative about somebody or like something I feel like, I just keep my distance, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want to be like the type person to sit back and talk bad about somebody, because at the end, it don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it really don't do nothing. And from like all the books that I've been reading and stuff, you know, lately and everything, it's best to just, you don't have to have hate towards someone or whatever, but you don't have to deal with them all the time. You know what I mean? Like, even at work, just, if you know somebody is negative and stuff, just keep your distance from them. You know what I mean? It's like no point in talking bad about them or bring, like, it's not gonna do nothing.
Right.
It just really not gonna do nothing.
At worst, it'll backfire.
That's what I'm saying. That's like me. I'm not perfect or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't get caught up in the work gossip. You know, like I come in there and I do my job, you know, and stuff like that. And I speak to everybody. Like I ain't got no problem with nobody. You know what I mean? But I know if far as like just stepping, you know, going into somebody's office and, you know, things like that. Like I'm a free-spirited person. You know, a person has to do something to me for me not to like them. Just because that person don't like them or they feel this certain way about that person, that's not gonna make me not like them. That's not gonna make me not speak to them, Julian. You know what I mean? I give everybody a chance, but only that individual can mess that chance up.
Now, I know, like, for me, I'll listen and I will talk about other people.
But not in a bad way, though. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
like if somebody got on here, not trying to interrupt you, but if somebody got on here because they know me, you know, we get on here and we talk and stuff, but they just know we Facebook friends and say we've been going live for like a few months and they get on here like, Julian, I don't know why you have her on here. Like, I don't like her. Like, you know, you're gonna be like, well, hold on, wait a minute now. You know what I mean? We don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But that's still not gonna make you not like me because they tell you a whole bunch of bad stuff about me. You know what I mean?
Right. So like what I'm saying is at work, especially now that I'm, I guess I was gonna say older, but it's not the best word. Now that I'm more mature, I want to talk.
I would say mature. You're not old. You're not old, Julian. We're not old.
I want to talk about it, just because, like, ultimately, I prefer that there isn't bad talk at the office. So I want to hear the people that feel that are not happy. That way, I can find ways to help them feel more happy about themselves and their role in the workplace. Because sometimes there's just people that are not feeling appreciated, or they have something personal that is blurring their perspective about somebody else. So I want to hear it so I can try to help them through it. Just because I know that that's very destructive to an organization when you have people that are like sabotaging each other. Yeah, it's very destructive. So I wouldn't want that to become the culture of the place where I'm at. And ignoring it isn't gonna make it get better if it's occurring, you know, daily or something. So yeah, I would want to be a part of it so I can try to help solve it, if anything. But a lot of that depends too, is like your role in the organization. How new you are to the organization can play into that. And then you got to be careful because sometimes being in those conversations can cause the other person to believe that you also believe what they believe because you're listening, you know. So it's challenging. You gotta have skill to like navigate that.
But see, that's like me. Like my boss granted me to work with you like on professional development. So a lot of the a lot of the things that I do comes from like me being in the classroom, which is virtual, me working here with you, you know, like emails and stuff. Like it's not where I have to sit next to someone side by side constantly. And I mean, the female that's in my office, she's going to be departing the first week of May. I don't know. I know we're going to be turning our actual location into a work site for students. I don't know how that's going to look and stuff, but that's what my program director had mentioned to me. It's one of the changes that's going to be occurring. However, like we work together and stuff, like we may plan like how can I say, like within our leadership ambassador group, you know what I mean? And one thing about that I will have to say is that, like earlier today, I went off of for our community service cleanup, right? It's next Friday. And I had went off our last cohort students, what they had kind of put together and kind of visualized. So that's what I went off in terms of the service project. Okay. Well, I spoke with, I believe she's our coordinator, because I'm not from here, to get like the actual location of the area that we're going to be doing. And I spoke with her, and she kind of gave me an idea of the map of the location that we're going to be doing. Okay. Well, the other female that I work with in the office, because, of course, we'll be walking and, picking up trash, things like that and stuff. And she's more prone to trying to figure out the area, what we're going to do. Well, I'm like, you ride to work with your mom and stuff. Why don't you? She's like, we can go walking. I'm like, hold on. Like Tuesdays, I work remotely from home for professional development. I'm not in the office. However, why don't you just have your mom just drive you through that area? You know what I mean? And you can kind of see, because there's no sense of us going to walk that route when we're going to be en route when we go in our driver, whoever's our driver that day from campus, and they take us to the site. You know what I'm saying? It won't be nothing for the driver for me to be like, okay, can you drive around the area so we'll know which way to go? We can do that morning. What are we gonna go walk in there for? Like, that's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that that's pointless for me.
Depends, I don't know, because she may have a reason why she brought that up. There may be some fear involved, like she want to kind of know what she's getting herself into.
But if we I rode, it's some areas I probably haven't walked, right? But I think it'll feel more comfortable if all the students that are going to be participating and all of us are together and we go in the van and we map the way that we're going to walk, and then the driver can shoot around and drop us off. And then the driver is going to be, the coordinator said that the whoever our driver is going to be with us the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm leading the project, but she wants to know like the route or whatever. But it's like some of the, like, I'm not from here. You know what I mean? But I think it's more sense if we all do it together. That will make everyone feel comfortable. We have students who probably never done this route before. You know what I'm saying? So if we all do it together while we're with the driver, who knows? We don't know if we're going to get one of our staff members that's going to be the driver who's not even from here. So they have to learn it themselves. You know what I mean? It's for everyone.
Yeah, it sounds like that person just, I can understand that person. I don't personally operate that way, but I know people that do, that they want to know ahead of time. Like,
and I want to know ahead of time too, which is fine, but I'm not gonna go walking this route, because only reason why I say I'm not gonna go walking it, because when you get a map off of MapQuest, it's not always accurate, and you find out when you're driving, am I right or am I wrong?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's what she wants to do ahead of time. Like, she wants to like know exactly what it is that she's gonna like, where exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna find out that morning before we get in motion. You know, I'm gonna find out, Julian.
I know what I'm saying, but that doesn't make her comfortable. I guess she wants to know. I bet she still walked there even with you, without you. She's probably going to that area somehow, driving through, and like, she's gonna have some ideas about where to go.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know like the land points, and see, I seen like part of it, because like my bus bring us a certain part of a way, you know what I mean? But like the way I looked on the map, I thought about it in my head on the bus, you know what I'm saying? So I got kind of like a decent visualization, but I know that she's not from here, but I think it'll be better if we ride all together, because I don't want to have students saying like, how much we got longer, how much we got. I think it'll make everyone feel comfortable to do it together that morning when we leave out. It'll take like 5-10 minutes to, you know, shoot around, peep out the area, and then we can start. I mean, we good.
I hear you.
But I feel what you're saying, like for like anxiety or something, because if my anxiety was bothering me and it was like completely, like I get it because she don't ride the bus here and she, you know, don't stay over on this side. You know what I'm saying? She stay on the Missouri side. So I get where she's coming from on that. But maybe like Monday I could call her. You know, I told her today, I'm like, you can just drive around when you come to work. But I see what you're saying because you like, okay. Now I think about it, like she don't catch the bus here. You know what I'm saying? She wants to know like exactly the route that we're going. But I got the supplies in today, our little vests and our little, you know, cleanup kits and stuff like that.
Y'all gonna look like y'all from the penitentiary.
Oh, we ain't gonna have no jumpsuits on, Julian.
No, with those
no, we gonna have our little, you know, the little inspector vest. We're gonna have our little
sticks.
Look, guess what the construction instructor said when he came to my office. He said, you went out and bought this crap right here. I said, he was just had me laughing.
Hey, when you can just bend over and pick it up.
But yeah, so I ain't gotta be doing a lot of bending and stuff, like when I'm walking. And then with COVID, I ain't trying to be, you know what I'm saying, touching no cans of sodas. And I know I don't like soda. I know that was probably like a bad example because, you know, I drink water and tea. But I see where she's coming from. But maybe I should like, you know, I think she felt more better when I said, you know, like drive around the area. And she was like, you're right. So hopefully that'll make I get a sense of it.
Cool. Well, that sounds like a pretty cool book.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited about our project, though.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see what you guys come across.
Mm-hmm.
And how many students are you going to be out there with?
I ordered enough for 12 and me and her included. So depending on attendance, you know, with COVID, the number's been kind of small. So I'm just looking to see who shows up. And then another thing too is that I really want I ain't gonna say my students, but I really want our students to feel, you know, comfortable. Like I want to make this comfortable for them too. And I feel like all of us as a group, you know, like, and we're riding the van, like a student can be like, they can notice something, you know what I'm saying? Like when you riding, you notice certain things from different points of view rather than when you're walking. And I feel like that will make all of us comfortable because we're all going to be together. And I think I'm going to, the coordinator said we could probably split up like one side of the street and another side of the street, like half of us over here, half of us over there, and we can just work it together. So.
Okay. Well, I wish you guys all the best on that. Okay. How long are you guys planning to, or how much distance are you planning to cover?
Just enough, like the area, we're gonna do the area enough. We're gonna be checking the time. We're gonna go from like 9:30 at our starting time. And we're gonna go to, I'm gonna say like maybe like 11:15, because the reason why I say that is because after we get done, I have some questions for the students to answer. Because our outreach specialist is going to get out a press release. So I want enough time for us to get back to the office and, you know, them right to answer their questions and stuff. And then they take their lunch break and go to career class. So like the areas that we can hit within that time frame.
That could be a lot of walking.
With the 15-minute break.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you can cover a lot in that area in that time. Because like on average, a person can walk about 1, 2, 3, what, 3 miles an hour if it's just walking. So.
And I look at it as a nice little workout and some fresh air. We've been in the house cooped in with COVID.
It will be a nice little walk.
I think I look at it, it's been a long time since I got out, did some walking and stuff, you know, and I'm looking at it as a nice little time to get out and work these legs.
The driver's gonna walk as well?
I don't know. I don't know, because the coordinator said that the driver could possibly, because we're not that far from our campus. The coordinator said that she was giving me like some ideas. She said that they could possibly load up the garbage and be bringing it back to the dumpster and kind of, you know, just if we kind of moving a little, like some of us moving a little faster pace, just kind of like driving around the area and keeping up with us.
Okay. Should be fun.
I think it'll work out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then my notes for my professional development, I just pretty much added in like our conversations, and what we're doing with my leadership ambassador group and how I met with the coordinator to get ideas from her. That's about it.
Okay. I'm just still looking here on the what I know for sure. See what I'm seeing. Seems like it's gonna be a cool. A lot of people, I guess. There's a lot of reviews.
For what?
For what I know for sure. Oh wait, is that? Yeah. Oh wait, no, these are just people saying what they think they know for sure. Okay. And that service project is Tuesday?
Mm-hmm. No. Tuesday is when I'm home. I work remotely from home. And like all of the stuff that we go through and we do, I focus on that day. Like that's my main day of professional development.
Okay. Okay. Well, you want to call it a day?
I mean, I'm good. I guess I'll just, okay, so what I'm going to do is for my professional development day, how about, I'm going to finish that emotional intelligence up. I'm going to finish that up this weekend, okay? And I'm going to stick to this instead of jumping around from book to book. I'm going to utilize this for Tuesday. And I figure I can get this done in one day.
Okay.
Because like the writing is small, like look at it. It's like a.
Okay.
So I can get that done.
Yeah, you can sit for a couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours, like, you know, in between the time, like this is gonna be my professional development day for Tuesday. What else I was
Look, you trying to just get that book done.
Yeah, because I want to read it, but I want to read it in peace though, Julian. You know what I'm saying? Because this tomorrow, look, I ain't tell you everything, right? Tomorrow, my boss told me to sleep in. Well, you know, sleep in. So this is what I'm going to read tomorrow. Life After Death, Sister Soldier.
I heard of that.
You know the coldest
one. Is that a novel or something? Is it a novel or like? Was it fiction?
It's just new. It's after the book, The Coldest Winter Ever.
Read the back.
It don't got nothing right. Hold on, I can read the inside. A sequel 20 years in the making. Winter Santiago is back. 20 years ago, Sister Soldier's debut novel, The Coldest Winter Ever, became a best-selling cultural phenomenon. Readers fell in love with the unforgettable Winter Santiago, daughter of a prominent Brooklyn drug-dealing family who captivated her lovers, friends, and enemies with her sexy street smarts. For 2 decades, readers have begged for answers about what happened to Winter. Now all is revealed in Sister Soldier's page-turning sequel, filled with her trademark passion, danger, temptation, and adventure. With her jail sentence coming to a close, Winter is ready to step back into the spotlight and reclaim her throne. So I thought it'd be a nice little,
Yeah.
that's on the reaper. I said, you know what? I'll be doing all of this reading and stuff. My boss told me to sleep in. I think tomorrow I'm gonna cook some I'm gonna make some barbecue chicken and some macaroni and cheese and some green beans. So I am gonna be chilling tomorrow.
I got a half a day tomorrow. So,
Oh, in the office?
mhm.
What you gonna be doing with the teams?
No, they're not coming. They got tomorrow and Monday off.
Oh, okay.
So we just got some sort of training or whatever. So we'll see. We shall see.
But I think everything will work out with our service project. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I personally like to kind of do things like that. That's why, but if I'm working with somebody else, I know people be having all kinds of anxiety about different things. But I get it. They want to like, how long we gonna walk for? Like, where we gonna be at? Do we know if it's safe? Like, their mind may be running. Not like, because then the challenging part about that is if you do choose a route, if you do kind of visualize it, it can still change, because you might get there and it's already clean. There's nothing to pick up already, so.
And then driving the area, if she was actually to go and scope out the area, riding with her mom, because they drive, she can be able to probably pinpoint and see like the good landmarks. Because when you're in a vehicle, you see different things. You see things from difference. When you're walking, you have to walk and get close up on things. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a vehicle, you kind of see, okay, we come through this way, the main streets. Because even when I was on a bus, I can see like the main street, but the bus be going so fast, they only stop for a passenger. I can't see everything, you know what I mean? So I figured that morning, I'm gonna have one of the van, or Thursday, our service project ain't until Friday. Thursday, I could, if somebody, I could have somebody, one of the staff members on campus, like, hey, drive me through here. I just want to peek for a minute really quick. If not, I could wait till Friday morning when we in the van. So nobody's not using their own personal gas.
Yeah. But I think that's what I saw. It seems like that they just wanted to get that done before. I guess.
Which is fine. But Friday morning it'd be good because guess what? We can actually see where the trash is really at.
So it'll go well.
All right. Well, thank you. And then tomorrow, tell Bessie I said hi too. So we'll come. What time you want to come on tomorrow?
Whatever time works for you, and then I'll let Jaden know. And then if you come on, then I'll wake up, and if not, then I'll stay.
Well, 10 o'clock will be good then, and then I'll hop on at 10. But I know if you like you and Jaden ain't right on at 10, I'm just do what I did tonight then, okay? And just stay on until he come.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Later, Jaden.
You got anything else you want to do with, or are you ready to tune out?
I'm ready to tune out.
Tune out. The Black Hair Party has presented the Real Talk Show, where we talk about friendship, love, and purpose. That was your host, JRX36, and our attendee, Alexander Blockman. We will see you tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. or 12 a.m. the next night, or any other time in that time range. We will see you then. Take care now. Have a good Friday, unless it's not Friday, but have a good day or night. Bye-bye.